I really appreciate that. The battle for blood cancer, it doesn't end after you finish treatment. We all hate cancer. Everyone knows someone who had to hear the words, "You have cancer." Sometimes it's yourself, but sometimes it's also a family member. And when that family member has to hear those words, you take on a new title of caregiver. Liz Scudlow is a writer and producer in Hollywood, but her role at the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society will help patients all over. Liz's sister Lauren is a blood cancer survivor who was diagnosed Memorial Day weekend 11 years ago. Liz says her sister's survival is thanks to donations that went to groundbreaking research 15 years ago. And now Lauren and Liz are paying it forward with a live auction that you can benefit from while helping others as well. Hollywood hates cancer. Yes, they do. Yes, we do. Liz and Lauren join me now. Liz, I want to start with you. Tell me how Hollywood is helping by hating cancer with you.
Well, it was so exciting. You know, it's the 10-year anniversary of Lauren's stem cell transplant.
It's your rebirth day.
It is. It's a really big rebirth day.
Yeah.
And so I set out to raise $500,000 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And I wanted to dedicate a research grant in Lauren's honor. And I reached out to all my friends and sort of my colleagues at the Writers Guild. And I said, would anyone be willing to donate their time for this auction? And so for the last 2 months, we've been auctioning off meetings with showrunners, visits to table reads, acting lessons with actors, songs written by composers, all sorts of things, all of it going to blood cancer. And it's just, you know, Hollywood can be a sort of superficial place sometimes, but the response from everyone across the board has just been amazing. We've had studio executives, network executives, all kinds of people volunteer to auction themselves off for this cause. So it's been really incredible.
A great cause. Lauren, you and I, unfortunately, share a bond of being blood cancer survivors, but fortunately, we also share a mission to help others who are currently going through it or who will unfortunately go through it in the future. Tell me why this is important to you.
This is so important to me because, you know, 10 years ago, my chances of living were less than a year and very low. And people rallied around me then, my friends and family, and now they're rallying around us again. And we have the support of Hollywood behind us.
Yeah.
And that just means so much to me on the 10-year anniversary of my stem cell transplant. I never thought I'd get here.
And here you are looking radiant. You know, one person is diagnosed with blood cancer in the United States every 3 minutes. I feel that we have a responsibility to help our future warriors, and you have some great auction items that are still available. Tell our viewers right now who have smartphones, who have laptops in front of them, how they can go to HollywoodHatesCancer.com and benefit from this. These are some cool items.
Yeah, we're really excited. HollywoodHatesCancer.com. It'll take you to 2 links. One is our family story, and one is the auction. The one that's most exciting to me right now is a power lunch with Rob Riley, who's one of the stars of Dynasty. He's up there.
Hey, represent.
But there's just some really cool stuff. It'll take you to every auction that CharityBus.com is currently holding for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and it's all for a good cause. It's all tax deductible. So we hope you'll check us out, HollywoodHatesCancer.com.
Let's talk about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. You and I are both a part of it. We donate our time, our resources, because it's such a great cause and we see where the money goes. Share the importance and the necessity of what the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is doing every day for the blood cancer community and for Lauren and I.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking this morning, 10 years ago after Lauren's transplant, she was able to enroll in a clinical trial that was partially funded by the LLS's work. And she came home from the first day of the trial very subdued. And she said, the reason they're doing this trial is because the percentage of patients who have my kind of cancer who survive 5 years after a transplant are in the single digits. And this trial might let me live 5 years if I'm lucky. And, you know, she was 28 at the time. That was obviously a really sobering, difficult thing to hear. And now here we are 10 years later, and she's alive, and she's an amazing, incredible aunt to my 2-year-old daughter. And it's because of the advancements. The LLS has sent money to literally billions of dollars over the last 20 years to research trials, to innovations, but they do so much more. They also provide patient support in the form of sort of therapy and support groups. They have been providing patient financial support for patients who, because of COVID and sort of the economy, otherwise wouldn't be able to afford treatment.
That's right.
They are in Capitol Hill advocating for legislation that'll make life easier for cancer patients. And I'm going to get the number wrong, but something like 47 out of the last 55 cures for all cancers that have been approved by the FDA have been at least partially funded by LLS money.
That's right.
One of the things about blood cancers is it's one of those sort of our blood is the foundation of our body. And so really important treatments like T-cell therapy that are developed for blood cancers have gone on to cure lung cancers and brain cancers and breast cancers. It's just work that's keeping people alive every single day, and it's really exciting.
It literally is keeping people alive every day. And Lauren, I want to end it with you. You know, when I was in the hospital, and I'm sure you can relate, there's about a handful of channels you can watch from your hospital bed. There's somebody watching us right now that's going through this. Can you just look at them right now and share some words of motivation as they fight?
Yeah, I would say the most important thing to do while you're fighting is tell your story, whether that's just to other people or by writing it down, or finding some kind of spiritual person to talk to, because your story is so important and it's going to go on, and you can live on through your own words, and that'll help keep up the strength to keep surviving.
That's right, because your journey doesn't end after treatment. And I want to wish you a very happy rebirth day. 10 years, such an amazing milestone. You can help others get to that 10-year mark if you go to HollywoodHatesCancer.com. Donate for this great cause and these great sisters who are doing incredible work. Thank you so much, Liz and Lauren. And of course, thank you to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society for what they do every day. Thank you, ladies.